When it comes to Days of Our Lives, every fan has their own opinion, and Soap Pup is no different. For 5 days we sat and watched the good, the bad, and everything in between, and now we offer you a handy review, and a cheeky critique, of the Days of Our Lives week that was. Days of Our Lives, a critic's week in review. If there's one thing that Days of Our Lives excels at, it's cross-pollinating its characters and its various storylines. Deidre Hall is giving a star turn as a possessed Marlena Evans Black, but that storyline is perfectly entangled with various other offerings: Paulina Price's, Jack Harry, Secret, Ben Weston, Robert Scott Wilson, and Sierra Brady Weston's, Victoria Konefal, baby-making efforts, and Doug Williams, Bill Hayes, and Julie Williams's, Susan Seaforth Hayes, plight. And take all this into consideration, Sierra's desire to restart her career when soon put her in the same orbit as Philip Kyriakis, J. Kenneth Johnson, and Gabby Hernandez Demera. Camila Banus, the latter happens to be romantically involved with Jake Demera, Brandon Barrage, Ben Weston's best friend, Philip's mortal enemy, and the chief reason that Kate Carver, James Reynolds, he who Paulina is keeping her secret from, has been grievously injured. Another thing that Days of Our Lives does well, is gifting a character with a through line, and sticking with it. D.A. Melinda Trask, Tina Huang, hates dirty dealings and politicking, but she hates Kristen Demera, Stacey Hayduke, even more, so, of course, she'll be willing to let Justin Kyriakis, Wally Kurth, and Xander Cook, Paul Telfer, skate if Victor Kyriakis, John Aniston, can produce her daughter's killer. Days also likes to pay homage to its history, and its most famous plots. Case in point? It appears that Lanny Grant's, Sal Stower's, maternity is about to be outed in the same fashion as Michael Horton's paternity. Mickey Horton learned that he wasn't the teen's father when he attempted to donate blood, and discovered that he wasn't a match. Now Abe's in desperate need of a blood transfusion, and daughter Lanny is on the scene. Further Days musings: kudo to John Black, Drake Hogestyn, for so quickly realizing that something is very, very wrong with Marlena. Speaking of this whole, Lanny isn't really Abe and Tamara's daughter thing, Marilyn McCoo is going to be needed on screen, desperately. This really only works if we get to see every beat played out, especially Lanny's confronting Tamara over her lies. Victor may fancy himself a family always comes first kinda guy, but least Days of Our Lives fans forget, he tried to have Bo killed so that he could have Carly Manning all to himself. He left Xander to rot in a foreign hellhole, and he's never given Justin one shred of decent advice. Oh, and he also fed him drugs that kept him impotent. Hardly the stuff good uncles are made of. You win some, Ich Demera, Dan Furical, convinced Nicole Walker-Brady, Ariane Zucker, to join him on a dinner do-over. You lose some, only to have this one ruined by Steve Johnson, Stephen Nichols, and Kayla Brady Johnson's, Mary Beth Evans, antics. Days of Our Lives, DOOL, airs weekdays on NBC. Check your local listings for airtimes. For more about what's coming up in Salem, check out all the latest that's been posted on Days Spoilers, and for an in-depth look at the show's history, click here. Adblock test, why?